Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Junie's Cafe, a series where we share, talk, learn, and grow by putting our thoughts into the ether. I'm your host, Junie. Um, and before we begin, let me just say thank you so much for just being so supportive of this series. I know it's like a small group of people right now, and it's been slowly growing, and it just really does mean a lot to me. Every comment, every like, every share on social media, it really means a lot. As always, I'm so sorry for my cat meowing in the background. They're all very needy bitches. Um, Talking about cats, that kind of brings me to the topic of conversation for this week's episode. And that's how I stole a cat. Kind of? Maybe. That's up to you to decide. I'll let you know. I'll tell you the story, and you be the judge. So, before we begin, let's bring it. Let's throw it back. Let's throw it all the way back to 2020. I know we don't. I know. It's a lot to ask for 2020, right? But just flatter me, please. Let's go back to March 2020, right before pandemic. See, I'm not even asking you to like relive like the worst parts. So like right before pandemic, where we thought like the world was okay, at least a little bit. We thought like we were Gucci. I was, you know, working at a horrible job that I hated, and I still do. And I was like really happy with my singlehood for like the first time in a while. I was really content with being single at that time, and I feel like I still am, but like in a different sense. I was just like, yeah, I don't even want to be in a relationship. I feel really great being single. I'm just gonna like do my own thing. But I was also on Grinder because I was like, yeah, I'm gonna like, sure, I'll like flirt with people, but like I didn't feel like I wanted to be in a relationship. And I hit up like this guy hit me up, and he was really nice, and we immediately started like vibing, and like we clicked spiritually. And I was like, oh wow, like this guy's really interesting. We're really bonding in the terms of like spirituality, and just like the way that we talk, and like everything just seems to be really interesting, and I love that. um so that when a couple days later we hung out, and not only were we like you know spiritually compatible, we were also very compatible in terms of down, 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 down. If you know what I'm talking about. the It was great. The situation was great. And I met his cat, and I fell in love with the cat. With the cat. I love her. I saw her and I was like, oh my god, she is adorable. Her meow was absolutely disgusting. She sounded nasty. Her meow was like very like screechy meow, and I was like, oh my god, why does she sound like that? She sounded like a duck, like an old one of those duck squeezy toys that like, but it sounds like the squeeze toys like they rip out the squeaky part, so like it's just the air being squeezed out. But I was like, I love her. Um, and her name was Evelyn, and Evie for short. I I was really vibing with her. The next time we hung out was actually at Ren Fair. It was at the Sherwood Forest Fair, and this at this point, COVID had so like people were already starting lockdown. Like people knew of COVID. People like were already aware of COVID, um, and it was like, yeah, it's like serious, and we should probably be serious, but like as long as we're careful and we're not touching, we didn't know how serious it was at that point. So like we went out and we were like, yeah, we'll just be careful. But no one wore masks. There was no one wearing masks, because no one knew how serious it was. Oh my god, I'm not supposed to say the C word. Whatever. I'll see if I can edit it out. If not, I'll leave it in there. This isn't getting monetized anyway. Um, the and we hung out and it was great. I wore a really nice outfit that I still have, and I got lots of looks and compliments, and it was great. I met his friends really early on into us hanging out. I just already met his friends, and he met my friends, and I was like, oh wow, great, interesting. So things kind of escalated pretty quickly. I began to get feelings. I caught feelings. You know what they say, just don't catch feelings, but I, 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 no, I wasn't able to do so. There's this very famous Tumblr post, where it's like, stop thinking with your heart or with your pussy. And then someone else said, what else is there? It's so funny because the next reply is like, this bitch wrote this post with her pussy. And like, that's me. It's really me. I got feelings because he was really good and bad, and okay, also we really matched spiritually. It wasn't just the physical thing, because I've had good interactions in that department and I haven't caught feelings. But it was also like, I was like, oh my god, we're really bonding at a spiritual level that I haven't bonded spiritually with anyone else. And I really appreciate that. Also, he had a good cat that I love. Um, at certain points, he would ghost me. Also, I need to state that he was getting out of a relationship, and his girlfriend was moving out. His ex girlfriend was moving out. They weren't dating while we were together, but she was in the process of moving out when we started dating. Sorry, when we started casually going out. We weren't dating like as in a relationship ever. Um, so yeah, he would kind of ghost me at certain times, but he was also going through lots of mental health struggles, and like we would be fairly open about that kind of stuff. So because there was a pandemic going on and people were dying, and um and then I was and then he also told me about like um his like a lot of stuff that regarding his mental health. I was like, oh, he's dead. He's dead. And I feel like, just don't, I don't know. I feel like if you end up getting close to someone that may struggle with anxiety, and you tell them that you you tell them some dark stuff about yourself that you may struggle with, just don't ghost them. Don't ghost them. At the very least, check in, be like, hey, yeah, I'm okay. Um, don't ghost them. Like, that's, it's, respectful, because they're gonna have an anxiety attack and they're gonna worry about you. And I don't really want to go into details, but he was fine. Everything was fine. Because the relationship part is not. I mean, the him is important. It really, he's whatever. Um, he started messaging me again. I think he didn't message me for about 2 weeks, I guess, or something. I don't remember. And he asked me to take care of his cat, Evie, and I was like, ooh, yes, duh. I fucking love her. I'm gonna take care of her always. And um, that was he dropped her off and she was great. She stayed in the bathroom for the first couple of days, while everyone got used to each other's scents. And she was so loud while she was in the bathroom. She was such a loud girl. She would not shut up once. but I loved her. Um, and at this time, I need to also note that we had already had 7 animals. Me and my roommates at the time. There were 7 animals in this apartment. And I was like, yeah, I'll take care of her. Let's make it 8. Um, there had been other situations when there were 8 animals in this apartment anyway. Um, so, it was like, we're used to it. We're fine. We got this. Because I was mostly taking care of her anyway. But I did need to ask my roommates consent on this because I did want them to be aware. It's like, hey, there's gonna be another animal just checking in on y'all, and they were okay with it. So after a couple of weeks, he kind of just was also quiet. I had her, and I was like, hey, when are you gonna? Did you want to visit her again? I know that you can't take her home with you yet because of the stuff that you're going through right now, but you can always stop by and visit or whatever. And he hits me up and he says, could you adopt Evie? And I kind of froze. I was like, I'm sorry. What? I was like, I'm not in a place to take care of her anymore. I can't. Also, I'm in a relationship now. Oh, no, he didn't say that he was in a relationship. He said that he was seeing someone, which is, whatever. And I was kind of upset about it. Not like the relationship part. The fact that he abandoned his cat and then got into a relationship. Because he wasn't like emotionally ready to take care of a cat anymore. Or like, it was some bullshit reason. And the fact that he got into like a relationship with someone, like a person, but you can't be in a relationship with your cat that you've known for years. Like, make it make sense, honey. Um, and I was like, yeah, I will take care of Evie. I will keep her. Thank you very much. I'm gonna. She's my child. I love her. I will do this because I love her, not because of you. And then that was it, right? That's what I thought that was it. And we were vibing. Deanna and Evie got really close. My roommates moved out during that time, and so it was just Deanna and Evie, and they bonded a lot, and they love each other. And then he hits me up a couple of weeks after that, and he says some bullshit like, also, pardon my language, but this is not a family-friendly series. This channel is not suitable for children. He hits me up and says, "Oh, she's adorable. I can't wait to bring her home." Because I sent him a picture or some bullshit like that, and I was like, "I'm sorry. What? You told me to adopt her. You told me to keep her. You said that you wouldn't be able to take care of her anymore. So now you're saying that you're gonna take her home? Are you gonna look at me in the eye? It wasn't in the eye, it was through text. Are you gonna look at the text at me through the eyes of the text and tell me that this is not home for her now?" That's not what he said, but in my soul, right? And I was just very flabbergasted. So I told him, I was like, honey, no, this is my cat. This is my cat now. This cat is mine now. This is my baby child. I love her. I decided that I would not take up this man's foolishness, and I should tell him straight up that she is home. And I basically told him that. I was like, I don't know what you think, but Evie and Deanna have bonded extremely. They are so close, And I know that if Evie were to leave, Deanna would get a depressive episode. Because Deanna, my first cat that I had, she gets depressed. She does have like separation anxiety, and she does get like these when my roommates left and all the other animals, especially Dante, the and Fuzz, the other cats from my roommates, my cat was a mess. It was a lot easier. That transition was a lot easier because Evie was there, and was able to, and they had bonded, but she was still very like upsetty. And then the one time we were fostering a cat, and the original plan was that I was gonna take care of the cat and I was gonna keep her, and it was like a kitten, and my cat had imprinted on the cat. The cat's name is Milo, and the cat, and my Deanna was like, "This is my child. I love her. I'm the mom now." But we found her a home. We found her a home with one of our friends, and Milo ended up leaving, and Deanna was like, "You gave me a child. You gave me a daughter." At the time, we thought it was a boy. Like, you gave me a daughter, and now you take her away? Hello? So yes, she does get upset. She does get really sad. If I leave her alone, she'll just sit on, like, she'll just do nothing at all. So I was like, I'm not doing this to Deanna again. Like, she has bonded with Evie so much. And I'm not gonna do this to Evie again, of like making her go back and forth from two homes that, claim they love her so much. But, it's just, I wasn't gonna do that. So I told him off on that, and I was just very straight up, and I was like, no, I'm keeping her. Period. So that was that. That's how I got Evelyn, or as everyone knows her, Evie. And I wouldn't consider this that I stole a cat, but in some instances, I guess you could say I stole her, because it was his cat, and I have her now. And he did not want, the thing is, he did want me to have her, but whatever. Anyways, that's all I have to say. If you liked this episode, and you listened all the way to the end, leave the magic word of the week, which is going to be wig, in the comments. And, I'll be replying to anyone that says magic word, so please leave the magic word. I reply to anyone anyways because I love attention. But anyways, just leave the magic word. Just do it. All the cool kids are doing it. And that's, by the way, I want, also, side note, related to that, a lot of my inspiration for the series was actually from Cat Black. So please listen to her and watch her videos. She is amazing. And she inspired this whole series. And she inspired me to get back on YouTube. So, yeah. Thank you so much for Cat Black. I'm gonna leave either a link or an iCard for her, because she's amazing and I love her so much. Yep. If you've been through this, let me know. Have you stolen an animal? Have you rescued an animal? Have you fostered a pet? Have you gotten an animal out of a toxic or abusive owner? Let me know what your thoughts are on this. I want to know, do you feel like I stole Evie, or was I justified? If you think I stole her, let me know why you think I stole her. Anyway, that's gonna be all. If you like this, just like, share, comment, subscribe, and do all the YouTube things. Oh, and then turn on the notification bell. And that'll be all. Bye-bye.